Hashtag slow productivity voiceover script V2. Every book, a new way of seeing the world. Welcome to our book club. Today, slow productivity, why doing less might be the ultimate hack for sustainable success in the modern workplace. Hey guys, let's be real for a second. Have you ever clocked out after a 10-hour workday, collapsed on the couch, and thought, what the heck did I even accomplish today? Emails flying, meetings back to back, Slack pings nonstop. You're spinning like a top, but the big, important stuff? Crickets. Just exhaustion. And that hollow, I wasted my day feeling. If that sounds familiar, you're not lazy. You're stuck in what Cal Newport calls pseudo-productivity. And I'm about to show you how to break free with his game-changing book, Slow Productivity. Now, Cal Newport isn't some self-help guru spouting empty buzzwords. He's an MIT CS PhD, Georgetown professor, and the guy who wrote Deep Work, the book that helped millions reclaim their focus. Slow productivity is his biggest intellectual upgrade yet, built on years of real research. And here's the brutal truth he uncovered. Modern workplaces reward busyness, not value. We perform hard work to impress bosses, colleagues, even ourselves. But this performative busyness? It's exactly what kills our creativity and burns us out. This book isn't telling you to lie flat and quit. It's giving you a revolutionary third path to win smarter, not harder. Do less, slow down, achieve more. It breaks down into 3 layers that will completely transform how you work. Let's dive in. Hashtag part 1, the cognitive revolution. Why does it feel like work never ends? Why are we always putting out fires but never getting closer to our real goals? Comes down to one broken system. Knowledge work is impossible to quantify like factory parts. A brilliant idea, a clear strategy, a game-changing project. None of these show up on a timesheet. So managers and workers alike default to the easiest metric. Who looks busier wins. Instant email replies, back-to-back meetings, constant chatter in group chats. These visible behaviors become the standard for hard work, even when they produce nothing of value. Here's a perfect example from the book. Back in the 90s, CBS was dead last in the ratings. New boss Les Moonves walked in on a Friday at 3:30 p.m., saw half the seats empty, and lost his mind. He immediately issued a strict mandate. Longer hours, more presence, more busyness. Classic pseudo-productivity thinking. But you know what actually saved CBS? It wasn't overtime. It was a little show called CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. Writer Anthony Zuiker spent 3 full years polishing that script, enduring countless rejections and revisions. He wasn't performing busyness in an office. He was pouring every ounce of energy into creating one high-quality piece of work. The contrast couldn't be starker. Moonves chased visible work. Zuiker chased invisible but infinitely valuable quality. Pseudo-productivity traps us in a vicious cycle. Busyness, exhaustion, low output, more busyness. The first step to slow productivity? Liberate yourself mentally. Understand. Feeling overwhelmed isn't a flaw in you, it's a flaw in the system. You don't have to apologize for slowing down to produce better work. Hashtag part 2, the action framework. Once you see the trap, it's time for action. I know what you're thinking. Great philosophy, but my boss needs results and clients push deadlines. How can I possibly slow down? Newport doesn't just give you philosophy. He gives you a concrete action framework. 3 core principles. Do less. Embrace rhythm. Pursue quality. Let's start with the most counterintuitive one. Do less. How can doing less help you achieve more? The answer, what Newport calls administrative overhead or the task tax. Every extra project you take on comes with a hidden tax. Endless emails, coordination meetings, the mental energy of juggling multiple priorities. When you have a manageable number of projects, this tax is bearable. But once you cross a threshold, you realize most of your day is spent paying taxes, handling work about work instead of actually doing work. Think about Jane Austen. We imagine her writing in stolen moments between chores. But that's not true. When she was consumed by housework and social obligations, she could barely create anything. Her real creative peak came after moving to Chawton Cottage, where her family shielded her from almost all distractions. It was this period of doing less that gave us sense and sensibility and pride and prejudice. Doing less doesn't mean doing nothing. It means strategically cutting low-value tasks that scatter your energy and focusing on just 1 to 3 most important things. The book has practical tricks. Constrain your big commitments. Use a reverse task list, where whoever assigns you work fills in all the details themselves. This filters out vague last-minute requests and shifts the task tax back where it belongs. Next, embrace seasonal rhythm. Modern work expects us to run like machines at constant speed, 365 days a year. That's completely against human nature. For thousands of years, humans worked in seasons. Sprint during harvest, rest when the fields are fallow. Artist Georgia O'Keeffe felt this firsthand. Early in her career, she taught all over the country, constantly on the move, creating art in tiny fragments of time, burning out fast. Then she started a new habit. Every summer, she retreated to Lake George. There, she completely slowed down, immersed herself in nature, let inspiration find her. That period became the most productive of her entire life. We might not all have a lake house, but we can create our own mini-seasons. Try no meeting Mondays, one full day per week with no meetings, just uninterrupted deep work. Or take a monthly movie vacation. Slip out one workday afternoon to catch a film. These small boundary-pushing acts loosen mental fatigue and make you far more effective the rest of the time. Even companies are catching on. Basecamp works in 6 to 8 week work cycles. Everyone sprints hard, followed by a 2-week cooldown for rest, reflection, and planning. Alternating intensity and rest isn't lazy. It's the most efficient way to work long-term. This isn't 996-style self-exploitation. And it isn't passive lying flat. It's the third path: smarter, more sustainable success. ## Part 3. Work as your ultimate currency. If you want to go from efficient worker to truly exceptional, to actually control your own career destiny, you need the third and most powerful layer of slow productivity. Treat your work, not your busyness, as your ultimate hard currency. ***. This is the book's most visionary insight. Obsessing over high-quality output isn't just about doing good work. It's about reclaiming autonomy over your career. Let me tell you the story of musician Jewel. At 19, Jewel was homeless, living in her car, performing at a San Diego coffee shop. But her talent was undeniable. Major record labels were fighting to sign her. One company dropped $1 million signing bonus on the table. Unimaginable money for someone in her position. But Jewel said no. She'd taught herself everything about the music industry. She knew, huge signing bonuses are advances. They come with enormous commercial pressure. The label would demand she churn out generic pop songs as fast as possible to recoup their money. That would kill her time and space to develop her unique artistic voice. Instead, she chose a contract with a tiny advance in exchange for full creative freedom. Her first album sold poorly at first. But because the label had invested less, they had less pressure and didn't abandon her. Jewel took her time, touring small venues one after another, slowly building a loyal fan base through word of mouth. Finally, her rock-solid music quality paid off. Her album exploded, selling over 15 million copies, and she kept full control of her career. As Jewel put it, ***, good timber doesn't grow in a hurry. ***, that's the essence of slow productivity. She traded short-term money for time and space to polish her craft. And that high-quality work ultimately gave her far more success and freedom than any million-dollar check ever could. This logic applies to every industry. When Steve Jobs returned to Apple, the company was selling dozens of different Mac models. Total mess. His first move? Cut 70% of the products. Focus all of Apple's resources on just 4 exceptional computers. He later said, ***, deciding what not to do is just as important as deciding what to do. ***, that obsession with quality revived Apple and launched its legendary innovation era. Both stories reveal the same profound career truth. High-quality work is your only true hard currency. You can exchange it for money, fame, and most importantly, autonomy. The freedom to decide what you work on, what you don't, and at what pace. This matters more now than ever. As AI continues to advance, repetitive, process-based knowledge work will be replaced. What will make you irreplaceable? High-quality work full of human insight and creativity. So start falling in love with quality like a craftsman. Buy a nice notebook. You'll force yourself to think more carefully because you don't want to waste it. Announce a small project to friends or colleagues. Use a little social pressure to hold yourself accountable to your best work. When you stop chasing promotions as your only goal, and instead make it your mission to create at least one piece of work that everyone in your industry respects, everything changes. You stop wasting energy on trivial pseudo-productivity activities. You start protecting your deep work time like it's the most valuable thing you own. And that high-quality work becomes your strongest career moat and your most powerful bargaining chip. ## wrap up. Slow productivity gives us 3 layers of wisdom. First, the cognitive revolution * pseudo-productivity is the real culprit. The problem isn't you. It's a broken system that rewards visibility over value. Second, the action framework * do less to cut your task tax. Embrace seasonal rhythms to manage your energy. Bring your best self to what matters most. Third, the career philosophy * treat high-quality work as your ultimate hard currency. By creating exceptional work, you don't just achieve success. You reclaim your autonomy and build a professional life that's calm, meaningful, and sustainable. The greatest insight of this book? It redefines what true ambition means. For too long, we've thought ambition means going faster, working harder, climbing the highest peak in the shortest time. But Cal Newport shows us, in the knowledge economy, the wisest, most mature ambition is knowing when to slow down. Daring to sacrifice short-term speed for long-term value. Having the patience and foresight to remember, good timber doesn't grow in a hurry. If you're tired of spinning your wheels and burning out, go pick up slow productivity. It will change not just how you work, but how you think about success. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more book summaries and productivity tips. Let me know in the comments. What's your biggest takeaway? Or what book should I cover next? See you in the next one.